Welcome to Offside Opinions. I'm Kabir Garg and I'm with Dhuvan, Juneja, and Aryan Shah. This podcast is your regular goofy five-a-side Sunday league equivalent or in the world of football podcast. And each week we will take on a new team in football and comedically debate it, share our opinions. This week, what else is there to discuss besides Klopp's departure and his possible replacements? Dhuvan, Aryan, first thoughts.
Dhuvan, you want to go ahead?
Aransha, you want to go first?
I'm so happy. I have to throw this in there before we actually talk about it. But
Yeah, I think we should
all
all
three of us,
give it
as
disclaimer
United
to the
fans,
people.
As United
Yeah,
fans.
This
This is-
podcast is three United fans, but our goal this is not a United podcast.
It's
No,
not.
We're going to be as unbiased as possible.
That would be depressing. If this was a United podcast, it would be depressing.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
this was
yeah,
United, if this is just a United podcast, it would be sad for everybody, for us and for everybody else watching,
Yeah.
listening, everything.
So
So
we will be
it's a
talking
football
about it.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. No, but yeah, I think it's a big blow for Liverpool.
It's very
Sort of
sad,
out of
yeah.
nowhere. Sort of out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I read that
rumors.
even the players were quite surprised. I think he just
Yeah.
mentioned management like during the summer, and I don't know. I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
like personal reasons or
Yeah,
something.
he mentioned that he was running out of fuel, which I think is like
Yeah.
very possible, very likely. You can
No,
see it
I-
also with last season in his press conferences. He didn't seem to have that same gusto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but have you guys seen those videos they've been posting recently of Klopp in his first season? He looks so much younger than he does.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, it has been 9 years, but he looks like happy in life without
yeah.
having in the Prem.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, it's probably
it's
like-
definitely more than 9 years of aging.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
sure.
And he has
And-
a family and all at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
And he's
Yeah.
gone 2 weeks into the AFCON. He's seen Salah's injured and he's like, fuck it. Like, I gotta quit now.
In dangerous, yeah. No,
Yeah.
but I really think Liverpool are on top. Like whoever, I think we'll get to the point where who the best replacement in each of our opinions is. But
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's gonna be able to come in and like
Do the
I don't
same
think it's gonna do
magic.
well.
it's.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens with every like this has been a dynasty, right? Like I feel
Mhm.
that happens with every dynasty, with the
Yeah.
managerial career, like an era. Like when Sir Alex left, but still United still recovering from it.
It's a little
Yeah.
long.
And yeah, that was 25 years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this is like almost a decade. So it's definitely going to take some adjustment. I'm guessing the professional staff, the coaching staff, everyone is used to like Klopp's way of
Yeah.
doing things. Manager comes in, it's going to be a big task. For
No,
whoever
and
it
this
is.
team is tailor-made for Klopp, right? Like, he's been here so long that, like, these
That
are
is
his
also true,
boys,
yeah.
these are his players.
Oh,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's even the assistant manager and a lot of them are leaving with him. So it's not so. It's a big I'm
Yeah.
assuming people have like some sort of plan
Mhm.
because
Yeah, it'll have to be
last
like
summer.
an entire structural change.
Yeah, so that could be a good thing or a bad thing, I guess. Because like when the
Yeah.
manager comes in, you want like people like,
Ability.
who you know, but at the same time, you want people who know the club. So it's
Yeah.
kind of how they take it on, I guess.
Definitely. how
They
it
should
is.
just hire Gerrard, you're thinking.
That would be amazing. As a United fan again,
Yeah,
I don't think he's a very good manager. But
I don't think
yeah.
CG has it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was reading the other day, and I think, like he has like Klopp. Obviously, he's like a very good manager and all that, but he's like set a very good like structure in like Liverpool. Like not only like the training ground and all that, but even like the academy. He's like left a very young like squad
Yeah.
for like next match whoever
Okay.
comes.
No, but also
Yeah.
like the thing
Sorry.
that actual big six clubs do that surprisingly we don't do at United is like you see the structure of the club. They have a football director, they have a manager, they have people managing different operations in football, and the manager pretty much just controls like coaching or maybe final say on transfers. But like in clubs like United, we haven't had that, and we don't have it till today, and that's why I think like since Sir Alex was still like trying to become what we once were. But you look at City after Mancini, after Pellegrini, like all of them had success, but then they didn't have like that period where they were like shit for like 4 years, 5 years, because they have a good like structure in place, and the manager's not everything that is not the players, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
I
being
think-
said, I was just doing some reading, and Jorg, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but Jorg Schmadtke,
Mhm.
who is the sporting director of Liverpool, is leaving in
He's
the
leaving.
Jan transfer window,
I was
Oh,
just gonna mention that.
and he has been there for a year. He's been
Yeah.
on a short-term contract since June, and then the dude before him was Julian Ward, who was there for a who
I think
had
he was also there for a
started
little time because he had
for
one
very
manager.
little time. Yeah,
Yeah.
very short.
I was reading
So
the
I
same
think
thing.
like Klopp has been the constant, and the sporting directors have been changing.
oh,
So
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
think also like when you have a personality that's like as charismatic as him,
Mhm.
like
yeah,
as like everybody buys into his way of doing things. So I guess he's running the show.
I think he's very like he's like that fun loving guy, but there's also like authority
Yeah,
in the club, which is like
No,
very
yeah. If Klopp were my manager, I'd be damn scared of him, bro. Like he seems like he'll be all fun and all, but you mess up
yeah.
once
It's like
and oh my god, you're getting
Oh,
screamed at.
I feel like he's a
like
little
not gonna be
psycho,
messed
when he
about.
smiles. Like I feel like there's something that like anything that ticks him off and it's done for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, like remember if United get a penalty on one weekend, the whole rest of the weekend you'll just be whining about that man Stonewall penalty that every referee in the world would have given.
yeah.
He likes to complain a little bit about pitch conditions and stuff as well.
Grass
London.
too long. That was a Klopp top moment, complaining about the grass being too long.
He's like the grass is not long only for your team. There's a sad guy.
Excuse me.
Uh,
Yeah, should we move on to who we think our
replacement.
replacement should be?
Sure,
You
sure.
guys
Do you
wanna
wanna
start?
go first, Shah?
I think I'm gonna go after you guys because I know I'm gonna have a very different one from you guys. I've spoken to my roommates about this and they don't agree. Not
Okay.
don't
Okay.
agree, with me, but they think I'm being a little senseless. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure my pick is gonna be the most popular, but
Yeah.
I can go first. I think it's gonna be the most unpopular one, and I know it for a fact. But I think the Premier League is just not as fun without Jose Mourinho in it. And so I think that Jose Mourinho should be the next manager of Liverpool. And just for fun, I was just checking how Gerrard is doing in the Saudi league. You know, like just in
Yeah.
case they want to try to
Ettifaq.
pull an Oli.
I
He's
Mike,
Al
I don't know how he's
Ettifaq.
communicating, by the way.
Yeah, Al Ettifaq, eighth in the league. They've won as many. There's lost as many matches as they've won. So
That's not good.
I don't think Gerrard is really in contention.
Liverpool
running.
way, man. That's a Liverpool
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, then they might as well just throw Carragher in. No, they're like, fuck it, Liverpool way, just chuck the most cars, laddies. No, but
But
I think Mourinho, recently out of a job, top class
Yeah.
manager, one of the best of all time. I pulled some stats from his Premier League era. Three-time Premier League champion, 62% win rate in his career with over 1,100 matches played.
Yeah. His
Points
Chelsea
per
team had the
game.
best defensive
Yeah.
record. I think one of the best defensive
Yeah.
records.
Like he had that one season in Chelsea where they just didn't concede at home at all, right? Like 0 goals conceded over the entire season at home.
Yeah.
And points per
I
game.
feel like that's a very Anfield characteristic also.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. The fortress, right?
That could fit. Yeah.
They get all emotional about you never walk alone and like they play the song
Yeah.
all that.
they
But
have good music to
So
be
you're
fair.
saying this will be number 3 Premier League club for Klopp, for Jose.
four,
Jose.
I
Yeah,
think.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
Tottenham, United.
Oh yeah, he managed Spurs. Fuck.
Yeah.
They
So
sacked
okay,
him
so
for the
when I
final.
was looking at it, I see like I think okay, Chelsea, obviously everyone knows what Mourinho did, the special one. United, I think he did better than he gets credit
I think
for.
his United team is a little underrated.
Yeah, I think he did much better than he gets credit for.
Yeah.
And Spurs is Spurs, like they sacked him the day before a cup
I
final.
was just I don't know why.
Like
They-
their first trophy in God knows how long, but they sacked him before a cup final. But even after that, he's on 2.3 2.03 points per game in comparison to Klopp, who's 2.11.
Yeah.
So I think, I know
But do you think he
Liverpool
wants it?
fans may have to adapt to the play style changing, but I think they want to keep winning. Mourinho's your man.
Yeah. But do you think he wants it?
I think it's the perfect club for him because if you think about Liverpool, you look at the mentality of the fans, you look at the mentality of the players, it's us against the world. And that's what Mourinho is in a nutshell. Like Liverpool fans,
Yeah.
everyone and every team except their own team. And like Mourinho's whole philosophy, every single team it's been at, he makes everyone hate
Buy into
outside world. It's us.
buy into him and the atmosphere. Like tries to create it. And Liverpool already has that atmosphere, but yeah, he'd have to live up to Klopp. That's a big ask.
Yeah, but won't it be a big ask for any manager? I think you want success
would,
now.
yeah.
Success now, I think in the next 2 years, you want to win. Or if you're considering the next 5 years rebuilding, then you go for a different man. But I think you want to
Yeah.
keep winning, you go Mourinho.
I was also
Yeah.
looking at Mourinho, but I was thinking along the lines that the play style is very different, like with the players that they
Very
have
different. Yeah.
in the room now. Like,
And I think also like tactically the game might have evolved past Mourinho,
I
Mm.
think he's past. Like, I think we've gotten the best out of
past his
Mourinho.
prime.
Yeah,
Yeah, gotten the best, seen the best of Mourinho.
and
I think
the
I
best-
mean,
like what would really be interesting personally for Mourinho, I think I would love to see him in like a World Cup setting or like managing a country. Because
Portugal.
like
Hmm.
Portugal maybe. I've heard talk about him managing the US men's national team.
Oh.
soccer.
Like I feel like the US men's national team could
Okay.
definitely benefit from this.
Oh no,
Because
for
it's
sure.
like they just need
No, but I
like
don't know. Looking at his time in Roma, and I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. I think he
it's
won
not.
the Conference League his first year. He reached the Europa League
Which
final.
was overperforming. He was overperforming. He made the team overperform.
Yeah, no, so that's my point. Like, if that's what he can do to a team, then I don't know why people say no. Like, I personally wouldn't take him at United because I feel like one stint of Mourinho is enough for you to deal with as a fan base, especially after like all the press conferences, all the negativity. I don't know how much you can take.
Well, but
Yeah.
that's a factor that I'm kind of thinking because look, Klopp is very different from Mourinho. Like
Yeah,
the whole club, all the players, like every single person. You could go to like the kit man. Every single person loves this guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jose goes in, and I'm not saying player power and all that is
Uh-huh.
like, I disagree with player power, but
But he's a disruptor.
yeah, like very different.
Yeah.
So that along with like the playing styles, very defensive.
Yeah.
Now Liverpool are like so entertaining. They press like as soon as they lose the ball. That was my thinking as to why. But I agree with you. I'd love to see him back.
Yeah.
And I hope he doesn't do very well with them.
Yeah.
Like run him to the ground. But yeah,
No, but I've always
I'll
been
look
a Mourinho over Pep guy, so I just want to see that rivalry like come back. Mourinho
That would
style.
be cool. Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
the other picks, Dhruvan.
I'll leave you to go last, Aryan Shah.
Oh, thank you.
But
Guys, I'm kind of scared. I've hyped mine up, but it's not that exciting. Don't
no
expect
problem. No
me.
problem. Oh, I wonder if we have the same pick. I don't think so, but we'll find out. I think Big Ange from
Big
Spurs. I think they
Ange.
should poach him.
Yeah.
He also seems like the type of guy that can like unite a crowd.
Mhm,
Like doesn't give a shit about the type of football. Always attacking.
mhm.
Like some of the like one of the most entertaining games I've watched this season is the Tottenham Chelsea game
Mhm.
with all those red cards.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
still playing such a high line. It's
Yeah.
like ballsy. I feel like that's something Liverpool fans could get behind. And
Mhm.
also he's like a interactive manager. Like he's willing to like talk things out. Like
Yeah.
and
No,
I feel
I
like
see
he's
it.
adaptable a little bit.
I see it.
He's obviously an Australian guy in the English Premier League.
Yeah, no, I actually like him as a manager. I think very good manager. Like
Yeah,
he has like a history. He's like Celtic. I think Celtic.
Yeah, Celtic.
Yeah. So he
and-
knows what it is also to like manage a like really strong fan base.
Yeah.
No, but I
I-
also think that like the level, like people underestimate the difference between managing Celtic and like Liverpool, because I get okay, Celtic is the biggest club in Scotland.
Yeah.
Like there are
but
levels
you
to
have
this
to
game. Like this is
contextualize it.
yeah, this is one of the biggest
So
clubs
this
in
would
the
be his
world.
proving ground. This would
Yeah,
be his proving, like he'd have to prove himself at Liverpool,
yeah, but
which
I
would
feel
definitely be
like
a gamble.
yeah,
But
but he's already at Spurs. Like, what is going to incentivize him to take this Liverpool job? Like,
I believe he's been a lifelong Liverpool fan.
oh,
And also, it's Liverpool versus Spurs. If I had to choose to manage one, I'd want to
It would be
choose.
Liverpool.
Even though I'm a
Yeah,
United fan, I'd want to choose Liverpool. Like the,
yeah,
you call it war chest or
yeah,
whatever, the mentality. I
yeah,
wanna.
yeah.
I think Liverpool's a bigger club, obviously. But I just don't know. I think he's a very good manager, and he does fit Liverpool very well. But I just don't know how
Yeah.
Klopp will let him go. Like if
Yeah,
I
I
yeah,
was,
don't know. And Daniel
I
Levy's
wouldn't let.
he's an
yeah,
interesting negotiator, to say the
yeah.
Yeah,
least.
To say
very
the
interesting
least.
negotiator, if we want to call him that. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, Big Ange, that was
No, but
not a
I
pick.
also think Big Ange just to prove himself a bit more. I don't know. He started
Yeah.
well at Spurs, but when he joined Spurs, like everyone's like, "Who the hell is this guy?" Like, even though he
Yeah.
managed
Yeah, I know
Celtic,
what you
he has
want.
a decent resume. But I mean, like pre-Celtic, his resume is not all that. And like, I don't know, I think the pressure of a Big Six team, or at least a top team in a European league, like I'd like to see him for a year or two before.
And then transfer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think give him a
It'd
year.
definitely be a gamble to appoint him.
Yeah, no.
But like I feel like in the fans' eyes, the front runner right now is Xabi Alonso, and he hasn't proved much either.
Mm.
This is his first season doing well in like the top flight of a competition.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like one of the lesser competitive leagues.
No, but
But
still,
granted, he's
like
doing
beating
extremely well
Bayern.
with the
Yeah.
he's going way miles ahead of Bayern.
Yeah.
I don't know about miles ahead, but he's doing really well in the Bundesliga, which is
Yeah.
still very
yeah.
admirable.
I
But
also saw just
he
to
still
add,
needs to prove
I
himself.
agree. I think he's honestly he's not my pick, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
one of you guys would pick him. Honestly, that's why I said my roommates both picked Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he has a clause actually,
With
so
Bayer
like
Leverkusen.
with Liverpool, so like they can get him.
Oh,
It's
Oh.
like a secret clause or something like that where Liverpool. So I think he's actually most likely to come in. But yeah, I agree. I don't think like he's very young
okay.
as a manager. He doesn't have experience in the Bundesliga is not even comparable to the.
To the Premier League.
It's a very
Yeah,
different game,
Yeah.
and not
yeah,
taking anything away from him. I think he's doing very well and stuff. But and
yeah,
going into a club like Liverpool, where expectations are so high, like from the get go,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think
No, but I kind of think that Javi Alonso has like kind of been groomed for the job, right? Because I was reading this interview in 2018, like a year maybe after he retired, and he was talking about how he'd love to manage Liverpool at
Was
some
this when he
point.
was at Sociedad or
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he was in 2018, but
okay?
I remember just reading this interview. I read it a few days ago after Klopp got. I mean, after Klopp
Yeah, yeah.
decided, like
He was saying that he was dreamt about Liverpool,
yeah,
right?
yeah, he
Yeah,
was saying. So I think that like in his head, he's been working towards it, and I
yeah,
think he's done a decent enough job, at least even so far. Like okay, Ange done well at level at Spurs, sorry, in the Prem,
yeah,
but beating Bayern in the Bundesliga, guaranteed he hasn't done it yet. But
yeah,
leading Bayern this late in the season in the
yeah,
Bundesliga is also mad, and like his tactical approach to things is so different than most
yeah,
managers seen in the past. Like you can compare Ange to Klopp and his play style and his like
yeah,
Jurgen pressing, like stuff like that. But I think Jabi Alonso with that 3-4-1-2, I think they play. I think it's
yeah.
something that should be brought to the Prem, and that could work in the Prem, even though he
it's
hasn't
good.
proven it too much.
I think yeah,
Definitely, and he has players that are like tactically adaptable, also like
Mm.
Trent.
Yeah,
and another thing I
Yeah,
think I think he is gonna go. Like if I had to say who's gonna go there, not who I think would succeed, who's gonna go, I think it will be him.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
mentality wise, I think he's a very calm guy to have in the dressing room. Like no one's gonna hate him.
yeah.
Like he's a club legend.
No one's gonna hate him. Everybody
yeah,
respects him.
Players really like him. But I just
Yeah,
don't think that
and he's like I was watching some training videos. He's still got it. Like he's definitely still
Oh
got it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
giving like lovely like crossfield through balls to like the Bayer Leverkusen attackers for them
yeah,
to
Yeah,
like for
yeah.
shooting practice. And it's
yeah.
like every
Nah,
ball perfect. Every ball
nah.
perfect.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is just like a gut feel of I could very much be wrong, but I just don't think like he'll do it. I think everyone like will like him and everyone wants him.
It'll take some time.
Maybe.
I
Maybe
know. I
try.
think it depends on how much time they're willing to give him, right? Like Arteta, first 2 seasons at Arsenal, he came eighth and eighth or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're willing to
You
give
have to
them
be
enough
patient
time,
with
he
him.
could
So
grow into.
even Klopp's first
Even
season was
Klopp took
very
some
bad.
time. Yeah.
So it
Klopp
depends.
also,
Like
they were patient with him.
Yeah.
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 I think
And FSG, they're misers, but I don't think they're stupid.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Shah?
I
Yeah.
think it's actually a little more. He's already in the Prem.
Okay.
The Brighton manager, De Zerbi.
Oh,
De Zerbi.
Zerbi.
That's
I
a
think
good pick. Yeah.
I think he's very good. Like football wise, like he's gone like toe to toe with like Brighton, and he's gone to like City, Liverpool,
Yeah.
and all the big clubs.
Yeah.
And, you know, for the last like few seasons, Brighton they can very well like take points away from you. Like when you go to a
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
like I think
Yeah.
his football is amazing. I think the whole
Yeah.
club loves him.
He's also passionate.
Passionate, and management is very very good.
Fashion merchant.
Yeah.
Fashion merchant, but it's a little bit of a boring pick. It's not as fun as the both of you, but I think sensibly, I think if you want results, I'd get the Zobi.
No, but
Yeah.
what do
That
you
also
think
it's a very
about
sensible pick.
Mhm.
In the
No,
words
but
of the great
Tifo football? Yeah.
Tifo football, it's a sensible transfer.
Sensible
Oh,
transfer. Yeah, there you go.
Can we also just take a
no,
second to shout out Tifo football?
Oh, I love Tifo
yeah.
football.
Dude, hopefully one day we get recognized by them.
Yeah,
The first
that'd
episode.
be the dream.
That
JJ Bull,
would be the dream.
JJ Bull, this specifically goes out to you. Please listen to us. It's Sam Stafford Blow, YouTube. The new
No,
guy,
but
John
how you
McKenzie, he's really smart. Joe Devine, of course, legend.
No, but Shah, you think De Zerbi can do it with a massive budget, with all your players having to be superstars in their first year? Like, because you see, even Mitoma, Lamptey, whoever has become good at Brighton, Caicedo, they've had a year to adapt to the Prem, to like slowly get integrated in the side. But if you look at like a Liverpool side like Darwin, no 1 year to just chill, like take it out, like from day one, from game one, from minute one, like you have to be the best
I
possible.
think so, honestly. Like, yeah, I get what you mean. Like, it has like many managers can crumble and stuff, but I think he's one manager that, like, his man management has always been very good. Like with Brighton,
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, if you're on a team and you want titles, like
Yeah.
you have to like show results on the training ground, and your manager will pick you. Like if
Yeah.
you fit the system, he will pick you. And
Yeah.
I think another thing I really liked about Deserve, which I forgot to mention earlier, is that if he comes, I'm assuming that he'd have, his assistant manager, his like team
Yeah.
that comes with him.
Yeah.
And if if all like they could get their scouting or like the director of football, and I think everyone knows there's so many like
Yeah.
so much talks about
Yeah.
Brighton scouting because it's one of the best. Like they could go to like some
Yeah.
random
Yeah.
I don't know, like Indonesia, and they'll come up with like
Yeah, no.
player who can play in the Premier
Yeah.
League. So I think
But
that's
But also,
Brighton sign
you would
an
have to
Indian
also
guy.
it'd be a gamble again. Like if we're talking about gambles.
yeah. But I think at the end of the day, all of them are gambles.
The big stage, and also he hasn't proved himself as a player on the big stage. I'm looking at his like the biggest club it seems like he's played for has been AC Milan, and that was in 1998 to 2001. And then he played at Monza on loan, Padova on loan, Avilo on loan, and then he
But
went to.
I don't know if you can use a manager's playing career to describe how good he'd be as a manager.
Yeah, definitely
There's
not.
only one manager who I think is a good manager and very good player, and that's been Zidane.
No, Pep.
But
Pep
what
was
about Carlo Ancelotti?
I have a very
Pep Guardiola was the Barcelona captain before he became.
This is very much up
I
to
think
debate.
you definitely have to be like. I think Jose Mourinho is the only anomaly who hasn't been a player, like a top flight player.
I
every
mean,
other
but I don't
manager has
know.
been a top flight player before becoming a manager. Like even if you look at Carlo Ancelotti,
Mhm.
he was like a
Well, I'll
playing
be
legend.
honest, you guys,
Sean
a lot of
Dyche.
people have given me shit for this, but I don't think Pep is one of the best. He is a very good manager. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's in the conversation for one of the best managers ever. I think Jose is a better manager than him.
Okay, I like Jose more, but I think Pep is inevitable, bro. Like,
Oh, the squad. This is kind of deviating, but that
Yeah.
guy has always. If he didn't win a team with that, he had Messi. He had the best midfield in the world, arguably. That Barcelona team was
yeah,
insane. Now he's
Yeah.
come to City. They've bankrolled their way into getting the best striker in the world. Kevin De Bruyne is back. He's putting the ball in the box. Haaland's going to score. He's always had the team with him. Like he's
But you
never
got to
had
give them
that.
credit. You got to
yeah.
give them
He's
credit.
good. He's good. I mean, it's not easy winning the treble. You know, Liverpool
Bro,
had such
but
and all
you
that.
also have to remember, like, you're giving him credit for,
He's setting
like,
a
you're,
standard. Yeah, I think
yeah.
you're like taking him for granted a little.
No, but also, like, you give him credit for having De Bruyne, but, like, if you remember, like, De Bruyne was shit in the Premier League with Chelsea. They signed him back from Wolfsburg. Like, it was a big transfer at that time, like 50 million. And
It
you
was
don't
good.
know
No,
if
no,
he's
yeah.
going to be good, right? It's a gamble because you shit at Chelsea already. Like, everyone can do good in the Bundesliga. Like, you see Sancho, he's ass in the Premier League. He goes back to the Bundesliga, 1 goal, 1 assist in his first match. Like, I don't think it's a big, crazy thing to do that well in the Bundesliga. But
I'm not
the
again.
Premier
I'm not
League is a
saying he's
different
terrible.
league.
But I don't think that. I think he gets a little more like
There's definitely a little like a bubble, a Pep bubble.
yeah.
A
Because
Pep
But like
bubble.
he's still
top
like the
managers.
fundamentals are still there.
Yeah, it's there. He's a good manager. Like
Yeah.
he's definitely
But
like
getting back
there.
to
But yeah,
the
getting back to
conversation
original.
about De Zerbi, I think like his managerial career also like Shakhtar Donetsk was his biggest club before Brighton.
Mm. But
So
I
if we're
like getting
talking
back to the
gambles, like
player thing.
I think Celtic is a bigger club than Shakhtar Donetsk.
No,
No, but
I
I think anyone's a gamble.
yeah, no,
Anyone's a gamble, yeah.
but I feel like you got to either take, like, that's what I was saying, right? Like, if you want to win now, or you're trying to rebuild in the next 2 3 years and like build a team for the future. I think you want to win now. You go Jabi Alonso, you go Mourinho. I think you're
What
trying
do you
to.
guys think of Carlo Ancelotti? Do you think they could maybe coax him into coming
Bro, I
back
think he
to
just extended with Madrid.
Merseyside?
I think he just extended
Yeah.
in Madrid.
Oh, he did.
I think so.
Okay.
That's what even I was looking into it, and I think
Don,
Yeah.
wrong, but
the
I think
Don
he just.
Carlo. Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing about De Zerbi, and not
Yeah.
going back to Cabs is like
Yeah.
Jose. Like Xabi Alonso, De Zerbi, all of these guys are like project managers, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho, his prime was done. Now he's just there wherever he goes, you know, floating around, and they're looking to like see like if there's some spark left. These
But I
guys
don't
like
know if
have
his
some
prime
sort of
is done, bro. I don't know if his prime is done. Like Mourinho at Roma,
Yeah.
you look at Roma's budget and you're like, how does a manager work with this? He has 100 million positive net spend, which means he's made
Yeah.
100 million more than he spent.
Yeah, but I think he's the type of manager that'll come in like 2 years, 2 seasons,
Yeah.
like win you one cup and then leave because he has another project.
Yeah, but I think
And he needs a fat
Liverpool's
package when
squad
he's leaving.
age.
He needs a nice exit deal.
But I think Liverpool's squad age, bro. You look at like Van Dijk is not getting any younger. Salah's not getting any younger. Shaw, Trent, Robertson's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Thiago, they're all kind of like 30s, early 30s, late 20s. I think you send Mourinho for 2 years. You know, Mourinho is only a 3 year deal. Like the first year he builds the club, the second year he wins, the third year he becomes toxic and you throw him out. Like that's how, like that's the deal with Mourinho. And like it happens at every club. So I think you give it one last shot with these boys. Then you bring in Jabi Alonso 3 years from now, and you build your project there.
Yeah, that's also viable. Yeah,
plan.
Xabi Alonso has some time to develop.
I wonder they've definitely. I'm assuming Liverpool have someone who they've approved.
In
Like,
mind, yeah.
Yeah,
like
lined up.
there's no way they like send that video out on their media
And
channel.
also, there's
without
no
having
way
a fan.
Klopp just like abandons ship.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he's
it's
definitely gonna
definitely
think
like
it through. He's gonna work with the management.
Mhm.
yeah, because they've
Yeah.
had like since last summer, no one knew until now. So there's a
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
why nobody knew. So they're probably
Yeah. Recruiting, trying to find people.
Yeah.
but it's time to be excited
Yeah.
for us United fans.
I
Yeah.
hope so. I hope so.
Thumbs up positively for us.
When Ten Hag first came, he said era's come to an end, and I saw a really funny tweet the other day. They were like, City's gonna get a 115-point deduction. Klopp leaving Liverpool. Ten Hag, without knowing it, has ended both eras, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, we'll see what
that's
this guy
another
can do,
debate.
bro.
I think that's
I
another
mean,
topic.
we
we
should
gotta
not
come.
be conceding 2 goals to Newport County. So
I don't know how.
the first
I don't
goal was unsavable, bro.
It was a good goal.
Just
either
a
way,
wonder
that should
strike
not be
that took a
happening with
deflection.
Newport County.
It was a good goal. Bro.
You know that
Yeah.
guy who scored? He was like a milk farmer like 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Bro, they're
Like,
like
not
a,
to underestimate Newport County or anything. That's the beauty of the FA Cup. But still, this is Manchester United. We have to hold some
Yeah.
higher standards.
Yeah, but I'm happy
Yeah.
for
But we've been
Nick.
saying that for 10 years. Let's get back to the
yeah.
conversation
Where
about
are
Liverpool.
standards at this point, bro?
Yeah.
They've left with
That's a
Alex
conversation
Ferguson.
for another day. That's a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So Kabir goes with Jose Mourinho. I think Ange Shaw says
Deserving.
Roberto De Zerbi. But
who do
we
you think
all
is most
think it's
likely?
likely going to be
Yeah.
Xabi Alonso, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Xavi Alonso.
Yeah.
I think so. But
And that's not a bad pick for them. It's probably going to be work out fine.
yeah,
Not as good, but work out fine.
I wonder when we'll get to know though.
I
That's
think
another,
they won't announce
yeah.
it before the end of the season. They'll give Klopp his.
probably
I
not.
think Xabi Alonso won't want to announce before the end of the season.
Oh,
so
also true.
Yeah.
he's
Also
not
true.
going.
No, but what are your thoughts, guys, on like Klopp announcing it mid-year? Because I have a correlation to American sports I want to talk about for a second. So there's a guy
Yeah.
called Coach K at Duke. Okay, he's a basketball coach.
Yeah.
And
Legendary.
he was
coach.
there for like 20 years, and he
Yeah.
announced at the start of the season, this is going to be my last season. So everywhere they played, like everyone is like, oh, Coach K, oh, he's so great. Everyone's giving speeches, all this shit. But then now Nick Saban, who is possibly the greatest college football coach of all time at Alabama, did the
Yeah.
cool thing, in my opinion, and announced he's retiring at the end of the season. Like after the season got over, so that it's not like a drama run about him for the
Yeah.
last year. But I
Yeah.
think Klopp is just the kind of manager who wants to make it about him for the last part of the season. It's Klopp's farewell run. Everyone's gonna be all sad.
I
And
feel like it might bolster the team.
I think that's what I
It
was gonna
might
say.
give
I
them
think it
that
might
extra
motivate
push
the
that
team.
they really need right now. Like just
they
that
wanna
like
back the manager.
extra 10%. You know?
yeah,
It's like this guy. Let's go out with a bang.
yeah,
And
Let's do
everything
it for
means
him.
more. Like if they push for the Prem, even if it's like a Europa League, because I think they're
Yeah.
a very strong squad to push for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully it goes out.
And they are on top of the table right now.
yeah. No,
So
for
like
sure.
if they keep it going.
I see all of us have a little bit of hurt when we find out that
No, it's promising for us, United. Klopp is leaving. Salah's torn his hamstring. They don't have a director of football. I'm telling you, it's a good time for us. It's a good time. I'm excited. man.
Ineos just came in. We got
Yeah, you got new
the
management coming in.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's a good
Okay,
time.
I think our next episode should be analyzing the Ineos
I think
transfer.
the new management.
I like it.
New management.
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan. And then also one about points deductions, because that's a huge
Oh.
topic.
Let's do the FFP investigation.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
like the deal, I don't know what's going on with that because Everton got 2 10-point deductions, right? And City
No,
have
but
like
they were just so
100.
bad with their finances. Like the Premier League went.
We
But
should
it's
do
another
a
conversation,
deep dive on this. We should
Yeah.
do a
City,
deep dive.
they
on this.
just like pay their way through anything, man. That Sheikh can buy off Luxembourg or something as a country only.
Oh, but also they have so many allegations against them that it's going on. Like I think they said by
we
the next
should
2
discuss
years.
this because it's definitely political.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, should we call this
Okay.
episode a wrap,
Good
boys?
first episode.
Yeah, first episode.
Love it.
Love it.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. This has been
Thank you for tuning
Offside
in, guys.
Opinion.
See you guys.
Offside opinions. Join us next week.
Yeah, that's about it.
Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Outro.